Hey there, I am back for another deck review. Today we're going to be looking at the Woodlands deck from Pocono Modern. What's this all about? Well, Pocono Modern is a design firm based in Newark, New Jersey. They draw their name from the Poconos region up in Pennsylvania, kind of near Scranton. And they are an interior design firm. So, in addition to doing interior design work, they also produce all sorts of things from custom furniture to art prints to playing cards. And the playing cards obviously are what caught my eye. So, this deck right here, the Woodlands deck, started its life as a Kickstarter project back in 2014. Their foray into playing cards. The Kickstarter project was moderately successful. They produced the deck, did pretty well, sold out. I didn't know anything about it at the time, but just recently these popped back up both on Pocono Modern's website as well as artofplay.com, where I found them. Saw them, they were a great looking deck of cards in the pictures, wanted to take a look, and here we are. So this is the Woodlands deck. Let's get started and look into it. So the attack case itself on the front is just this shiny black, nothing special to it. Black cardboard, no embossing, no foil, anything like that. It says Pocono Modern playing cards on this orange and blue banner in the center. And then you can see the four suits here: spades, diamonds, clubs, hearts, and this kind of cool two-tone. You can tell right away from this that the whole deck is inspired with sort of a mid-century modern style. Think 1950s, pop, diners, that kind of vibe inspired to it. Bottom says Pocono Modern, has their logo there, that triangle, or a set of triangles here. So that's the front of the tech case. Sides, Pocono Modern playing cards on orange banner. Other side, Pocono Modern playing cards on a blue banner. Bottom has your ad copy for USPCC, who printed the cards. And then the top has nothing at all, just plain black. The back is the back design of the cards. A little bit of a color difference between this and what you'll see on the inside, but give you a little bit of a preview there. And then you have this orange seal here with a squirrel in the middle and these rays coming out from the sides. Now, one of the things you will notice is not at all on the tuck case are the words Woodlands anywhere. I mentioned this is called the Woodlands deck. Not mentioned at all in the tuck case, which I think is a little bit of an odd decision. Really features Pocono Modern as the main branding on it, but that's what they went with. So not my favorite tuck case, if for no other reason than I don't think that they actually gave much of a nod to the deck itself, so much as, advertising their company through it. But doesn't change how I feel about the cards inside, so let's take a look at those. Interior flap here, poconomodern.com, just their website, and nothing at all printed on the inside. Now, we'll begin with the back design of the cards. So here you go. This is the back design. So it's not in white or off-white. I don't know how that looks with the color on the camera. This is actually a yellow color around making the design. So black ink on a yellow card, which is kind of an interesting color. It has these kind of two large circular designs here with the Pocono Modern logo in the center and a lot of radiant design, almost like these are a sunburst in these two big circles in the middle. And then another circular design with lines coming through. And then you've got this sort of repeating, triangle pattern coming out the sides here. So there's a very hypnotic look overall to it. I really like how that turned out, kind of in motion. It's got a very cool look to it. I do like that it's a two-way back design, and I like this sort of medium thin poker border here. So I think it's a really well thought out, really well designed back design. Very clean, very modern. Do like that. Extra cards that you do get two jokers. These are hands down my favorite cards in the entire deck, the raccoon jokers. So you've got a two-way joker, raccoon on each side, and then this banner in the middle has the fish bones. You've got Pocono Modern logo inspiration there in the corners, and then Joker in the other two. And you got one in this sort of reddish orange, and then one in this light blue. So very cool. Still that yellow back to the card, so it's a yellow cardboard for the cards. Kind of gives it, I wouldn't say a weathered look, it just gives it this sort of bright, it really is kind of going after that 1950s mid-century style to it. So very cool, still very clean, very modern. Do like how those turned out. So love these Joker cards. I think these are fantastic. Other extra cards, you get an ad card. Just tells you a little bit more about Pocono Modern, what they're about, and their website. So there's that. And then you get what I guess I would consider their gaff card, but it is a turkey. So all of the animals you're going to see in this deck are animals that are common in the Poconos region. One of the things the Poconos region is well known for is their herds of wild turkeys. So there's a turkey with the leaves in the middle of the banner there. Very cool. Very bold look to that two-sided turkey there. Now let's look at the rest of the deck. So here's your spade, starting with the ace of spade. Very prominently features Pocono Modern and Jim Thorpe, PA. Jim Thorpe, PA is kind of where the Poconos Mountains are. Blue background, so the spade is in this big radiant kind of circle in the middle here, and then blue for the background of the card. And then really light here, you can see the Pocono Modern logo, and then the large indices in the corner. Those large indices include continue all the way through, but here now you can see a better look at that two-tone spade pip. I really like how that turned out. I love the arrangement here and how that kind of comes out with the spade pips. And then each of these is going to be in that yellow circle in the middle with the blue on the border there. So very cool. I love how these turned out. I think these look really good. And then you have the court cards. So the court cards are again going to be animals from the region. So you've got a deer on the jacks, the queen is a fox, and then the king is a bear. There you go. 3 common animals from the region. Here's your diamonds. So very similar design, because now you've got that two-tone diamond to it. Very cool. And go through all those. All the courts are the same 3 animals, just in slightly different poses. So there you go. The deer, fox, and bear again. And then here, you can see they're all in different poses. So this one's got a fish in its mouth for the king. There's the fox looking right at you, as well as the deer looking right at you. There's the clubs. This is my favorite one of the suits. I really like that 3-circle design there. Very cool on the clubs. There's the ace of clubs. So you can see that club nice and big. And then there you go, another fish in the bear's mouth. There's your queen and jack. And then there's your hearts. So it's kind of a smaller black heart inside of the red heart. The red here is, again, kind of more orangish than red. So it's not a really deep red by any means. It's a lot more orange, which I think goes very well. That blue and orange combination is pretty cool. And then there's your large ace. As far as handling, USBCC deck. So they're going to handle well. They fan nicely. They look pretty good in fans. You know, it's just a nice handling deck. That thin border helps the fan show up quite nicely. Cuts, all that, they're going to be clean. It's a really nice handling deck, just like you probably come to expect. It's a little, I would say, I wouldn't say on a thin side. It's kind of a normal, what you'd expect. So really nice handling deck, really nice feeling deck. And honestly, I really, really like the aesthetic of this deck. Everything they captured, the bold colors that they use of the blue and the orange. I love the designs of the court cards. I really, really love how they did the jokers here. So definitely a deck worth checking out from Pocono Modern. If I have one quibble, and it's not a trivial one, and that is I don't love what they did with the tuck case. I'll say that again. You know, to have the tuck case and call this the Woodland deck and really to have no mention whatsoever. I mean, I think this was just a very generic deck that, other than that back design, it seems like they could have put pretty much any deck in here and it probably would have fit just as well. So to put this in there and not have Woodland's design in any way mentioned on the tuck case, I feel like was a little bit of a miss. But I do really enjoy the deck itself. So still definitely worth checking out. I'll put some links to where you can look at these. You can look at Pocono Modern's website if you're interested in them. You can pick them up there or on Art of Play. I'll have those down there. Hope you enjoyed the review. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you for the next one.